This is going to be as organized and sensible as a dumpster rolling down 5 flights of stairs, but I want to vent. Let's start with this. The old, dying, fat, the man who have ravaged and bled the young of their lives, of our lives. Are you happy? Are you happy you're going to die alone? Well, fuck you. Because you will die alone. You cannot be loved if all you do is siphon the life out of everyone around you and take from those who are just starting out or in need. Why is there such a disconnect between you old sweaty fat fucks who have more money than what to reasonably know to do with? And of course, the wealthiest never manage their money in a reasonable or humane way because they don't care. Mind you, if you earn money, you are able to do what you please with it. It is yours, you earned it, but when the majority of the population of humanity is so miserable, help a homie out. I live in a city that is explicitly designed, or at least redesigned after the mob era, to make you fail. Curse my family lineage for selfishly moving out here to forever doom me and rob me of years of my life. I can't entirely blame them. It wasn't always this way. And they didn't have the foresight. I'm just being angry. I know it's not exactly their fault. But they never thought once, how will my kids and my kids' kids strive here in a place ridden with addiction and drugs and gambling and no reasonable resources for assistance? The cost of living here continues to rise at an exorbitant rate, while the wages have farted a little squeak above what it was in 2009. Those that work for the casinos, the government, the man, are doing quite well. Those in the medical profession are okay, but getting grossly underpaid. Meanwhile, us essential workers, this is omitting medical. Well, it actually does include medical depending on your field, are busting our asses making 3 times, if not more, than our parents did. And we can't afford our own fucking place. I was under the impression that the cheapest studio apartments in this shithole was just a fart above $500 a month. No. No, that's the base rent. What we actually charge you, your monthly, is actually going to be $780. But we don't have any openings for the past year across any places I've looked, regardless of ownership, regardless of brand. But we have really raunchy 1-bedrooms that you don't need, starting at $950 a month. Whoop-de-doo. And now I live next to a crack den and a corner store that's always having people shot dead. Oh, there goes another siren. Woo, woo, woo. What a great deal. Mind you, I'm making 15 an hour gross. So my take home is 2,000-ish. Let's account for my auto insurance, which is a disgusting 500, or I'm sorry, 420, nice, a month. $420. Do you know how many accidents I've been in? 0. And I've been driving for almost 10 years. My primary vehicle has the bare minimum coverage. I don't even have roadside assistance. My secondary vehicle, which I only have because I was manipulated by family to getting. And it's the only vehicle that qualifies for Lyft and Uber, so I can generate extra income. Because it's not too old, I have to put Uber insurance on it. Whatever the fuck that is. Rideshare. Thank you, self. So that jumps it up to $420 a month. So there goes that. Groceries. And I'm not even getting everything here. Goes right over 200. And that's barely lasting me a month. And I try to drink the pain away. So I'm constantly buying alcohol. So let's do this math. First, we have auto insurance, $420, nice. Plus groceries, $200 plus, oh no, I ran out of fuck this, $100. That's $300 a month. We're already at $720. Now let's do alcohol. I average 15. I don't even know if this lasts a week. Twice a week. That's 4, so 30. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, $840. Then I have student debt. And I was not able to afford to attend graduation. So I reap no benefits. Currently, my payments are $175 a month. Pretty decent. But I have 2 loans. School provided, government provided. When the government loan hits me, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm fucked. We're standing at $10.15. That's already half of my income. Cool. And of course, because we live in a society, I have a workplace that's 20 miles away. Let's see how much I'm filling up. 20 times 2, 40 times 5 days a week, 200. So, and my car takes 91 octane. So I'm filling up once a week about times 4. 50 times 4? Yeah. It's 200. And I think that's even underestimating it. 12.15. We are already over half of my income. What am I leaving out here? PayPal. $85 a month. $1,300. So that means I'm pretty sure I remember $20.88 being my income. And that's not doing any Lyft or Uber because that car currently has no brakes. And bitch gotta sleep. I am very worn out after working 2 full-time jobs nonstop for 2023, 4, 5, 2 years. Minus $1,300. $788. That does not afford me anything. That is not $950. That is not auto repairs that I wasn't expecting. That isn't savings. That isn't a medical bill. That's not shit. So I can't afford to move back out of my parents' house. And I do live with my parent right now. And just like in childhood, I am being isolated. The agreement of me staying here was I can have no guests. No guests. No friends. Nothing. Nothing. I have no local friends. So that means it was only hookups that I would be able to have. Most people here cannot host because they're cheating. Or they also live with parents because it's so fucking expensive to live here. So that translates to nothing. All I do is work and sleep a little, but I'm constantly tossing and turning because I have endless insomnia that just won't go away. This is misery. It is nice to have a roof over my head, but more often than not, I think to myself, is it worth it? Sometimes being homeless sounds pretty okay. I'm desperately trying to move away to a promised land with higher wages, low cost of living, and great health care. However, I make so little money. So little. Despite my monumental labor. With no hopes of promotion because the man keeps me down. No gay lady is getting promoted under my watch. I've been offered a higher position due to my unique qualifications. They never did the training and suddenly said, because I asked why I wasn't being called in. Well, you didn't show initiative. I never call out. I'm never late. I always stay late. But I show no initiative? Eat my fat sack, you dirty old cunt. The man just keeps us down. So, moving somewhere where I would have a decent life is so insufferable to get there. Because this whole system, and especially this city, is so rigged. Just enough crumbs to keep us alive. That's all it is. And our elders, so disconnected from reality and so infatuated with what they think is their own comfort, that they make us suffer. I love my doll. My companion doll. Oh my god, how weird. Somebody has a sex doll. I'm so weird. Grow up. Not everyone gets loving parents. Not everyone gets the hug they all so desperately needed as a child. Not everyone got the, I'm proud of you. Some of us got the endless, you are a disappointment and you do not do enough. Why don't you do more? Some of us are abandoned. So, at least I have my teddy bear that looks like a adorable human to hold me because no one else ever would or has. But as thankful as I am to have my doll, she is not real. And unfortunately, my mental continuity is too consistent to have hallucinations of her being real. Life would be so easy if it was. Alas, I crave friendship. Shout out to my best friend who lives in the promised land I want to move to. And I starve for a woman's touch. Those tiny little hands. Those little arms. The little giggles. But I live in a place that's so materialistic and wants Barbie and Ken shit. You're either straight or a pussy lesbian. And then trans girls, you fucking better hope you're straight or you ain't getting shit out here. This is hell. And growing up out here has ravaged me. If you hate your children, raise them here. You know, I've offended some people saying that when I didn't realize they live out here and they blah. But it's an exaggerative sort of joke. Because not everyone gets sunshine and rainbows. Some people are born into fucking rednecks who are full of hate and ignorance, all originating from fear. A lot of times, most of the time, I just feel numb. The other half of the time, I just feel pain. I know there are those out there that can relate to pretty much everything I've just said. And hey, I love you. And I believe in you. Because I know what it's like to be ugly. I know what it's like to be nothing. I know what it's like to be garbage. I know what it's like to be a mistake. We need to stop dividing each other. And set old people on fire. Let's do that. I like that. I know this is long, and I don't even know if I'm going to put an animation or something over this, but... Mwah. Stay thirsty, my friends. I'm gonna glug glug up until I pass the fuck out. Oh!